Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Professor Dr. Zwan Jamil Qureshi. Welcome to the new lecture of Advanced Object-Oriented Software Engineering. And the topic I'm going to discuss today, what is domain engineering? Domain engineering is basically applied to identify, construct, and catalog the set of software components that are implementable for the existing and future software. Overall objective is to set up mechanisms using a repository to develop the new and existing component or systems, and we do this by sharing and reusing the components. We can use more than one repository like GitHub, Wheel Source Safe, SVN, subversioning system, and software company has the choice to catalog more than one repositories for multiple domains. And there are several benefits that each domain can use separate repository, like Nutsol Technologies in Pakistan. They have leasing software, financial systems, insurance systems. So for financial systems, the ERP system, the leasing software, the lease soft, they can have one repository. For the insurance system like life insurance, the health insurance, car insurance, business insurance, they can have another repository. And we can categorize specific component domains. There are several advantages of domain engineering. We can classify components, easy to search them, easy to modify, easy to test, easy to implement. We can have version control system, change control system, and the main benefit, up-to-date and consistent documentation is there. There are several activities. So question here, what are the main activities of domain engineering? Domain analysis, construction, and distribution. So there are three main activities of domain engineering. During the domain analysis, we define the domain to be investigated, like for example financial system, health care system, Mustashfa Nizam, educational systems, embedded systems. So define the domain to be investigated. Then we categorize the items extracted from the domain, and then we have sample of applications in the domain, analyze each application in the sample and define analysis classes, develop an analysis model for those classes. Then we need to answer few questions while performing the domain analysis. Is or are component functionalities or functionality required for future implementation? How common that function of the component within the domain, how commonly it is used, like log on is commonly used in all applications. Then validation checks, submit, search, printing function, reporting function. Is the domain optimized enough for the next implementation? Designed, optimized for the next implementation? Is the component reusable in many implementation with minor changes? How much these changes, modification are feasible economically, from social point of view, schedule point of view, integration point of view? Can a non-reusable component be decomposed. We can decompose non-reusable component to make it reusable. How valid is the component decomposition for reuse? The next activity in the domain engineering is functional characterization. For example, we need to develop a software W, and then we need to identify the functionalities. What are the functionalities of this software, like inventory system? What are the main functionalities of inventory system? How many users are there? What are their roles? What are the deadline? How much economically? What is the budget available? Then we need to define domain characteristics for that software, Mustashfa Nizam, like hospital management system, inventory system, payroll system, HR system. Domain characteristics have some generic attributes. For example, how much safety, reliability is important, what programming language we are going to use, concurrency in processing, multitasking, superscalar processing. So we have domain characteristics, for example DP, and for each item we have DPI. We can represent them as DPI for domain characteristics of domain items for each component. The DPI, we can scale them between a range of Likert scale 1 to 5, 1 not relevant, 5 complete matching, no modification, and then 1 not relevant, 2 relevant, 3 relevant, needs major modification, 4 minor modification, and 5 complete matching. So for new software DWI and the existing domain characteristics of the existing components DPI, so we compare between DPI and DWI. When we apply domain engineering, we need to consider structure modeling and structure points. So structure point is a cost estimation technique for component-based software engineering. When domain engineering is applied, we look for repeating patterns. So we have pattern-based domain engineering, and objective is each application domain has repeating patterns in terms of function, data, behavior. Every domain can be characterized by structural model. For example, financial application, embedded application, healthcare application, healthcare systems, educational systems, financial systems. So structure model should be reused, can be and should be reused across application within that domain. And we have structure point technique. Structure point is a unique construct within a structure model. So what is a structure point? Unique construct within a structure model, like structure point characteristics, abstraction and limited number of instances within the application. The rules governing the use of structure point should be understandable, interfaces should be compatible, simple. Structure modeling by using several applications, I'm going to explain. Like there is a software company in Pakistan, its name is IT24. They have information system which is used for logistics. So it's a logistic support information system, and its main modules are invoice management, client management, carrier management, human resource management, bill auditing, bill payment, information reporting, shipment notifications, request for carrier bidding and management reports. So there are several modules. We can consider them as structure point. Then NetSol Technologies, they have LeaseSoft, very popular application for leasing software, and main clients are BMW, Mercedes, Nissan, Yamaha. It has 3 main modules: credit application and processing system, they call it CAP, contract management system CMS, wholesale finance system they call it WFS, and recently they have developed an ERP system for Pakistan Military Academy, and the main modules of that ERP system is mess management, army cadets training, dealing with their academics. Tower Tech is a very popular software company which is working under the University of Central Punjab, the Punjab group of colleges. They have educational systems. The main modules are registration system, attendance system, accounting system. So registration module, attendance module, accounting module, inventory module, payroll module. These are the main modules. They are the structure point for this ERP system. Descom, Infosys, they are developing an ERP system for an American client that is dealing in property estate business, the realestate.com, and it is an ERP system, so it's automated title, amount of money, property, buying, selling, merchant, customer. So there are main modules, the structure point, order entry, document preparation, closing, accounting, file tracking, registration, policy registration, reporting. So objective is to be flexible within the domain to integrate or reuse the components, easy to customize them, easy to update them, easy to upgrade them. So structural patterns are encountered throughout these domains. I talk about 3, 4, 5 companies. Interfaces are there, we can reuse interfaces. Response mechanisms that reacts to inputs, they are very common. Run mechanism that enable the user to drive the application, they are also common. So these are the set of structural patterns that are very common. So it's very easy for software company that they can define generic structure points in terms of front end. I remember a software company, Innovative Solutions. Many of my students are working there. They have developed a customized component for financial application, a system like ATM, because ATM is working under some bank. And in America, there are so many children which they don't know about their parents. So they are orphans or their parents did not want to adopt them. For such employees, the banks are not ready to open their accounts to transfer their salaries, the salaried account. So Innovative Solutions has a customized banking financial system like ATM system. They have their software for such machines, for Innovative Solutions machines to withdraw their salary of those children which don't know about their parents, because in order to open bank account you should know the mother name, and it's compulsory for global banking systems. All banking systems follow this. So Innovative Solutions has developed such a system which is only used for those employees which don't know about their parents, about their mothers, and they have a customized component which can design interfaces. You just need to select how many text boxes you need, how many label boxes you need, command buttons, checkbox, option box, font size, font color. So interface will generate. So we have front end application, front end component that design the front end interfaces. We have frameworks. It is advanced version of a framework that instead you drag and drop aligned interface, aligned text boxes, label boxes, command button will be there, and it's a uniform with respect to the other interfaces you have. So application front end GUI including menu panels, input handling, database, the repository, processing logic, business logic like Java or SATA, reporting functions, application editor that is used to customize the application as per the needs of the clients. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum.